Imagine you're at work, you work at a bank, and some robbers just bust in. Total panic, people screaming, alarms blaring, and then one of these robbers grabs you and just punches you in the face. You just stand there. And why? Because you have a rare condition where you physically cannot feel pain. And now, somehow, you're the only person in this bank with a chance to fight back. That's Novocaine. Jack Quaid plays Nathan Kane, a bank assistant manager who just happens to have congenital insensitivity to pain. And while that may sound like a superpower, Nathan is not a superhero. He's just a guy, a clumsy, awkward guy who gets thrown into the middle of this high-stakes hostage situation. He doesn't know how to fight. He doesn't know how to fire a gun. He doesn't have a plan. But what he does have is the ability to take a ridiculous amount of damage and keep going. And that's what makes this movie so fun. Imagine you're running through the middle of a hallway and a guy is chasing you with a crowbar. He hits you, smashes you in the head with it. You keep going, not because you're brave, but just because you didn't feel it. That's the kind of action this movie delivers. Completely absurd, but it's so entertaining. The fight scenes are brutal, guys, but the comedy comes from Nathan's total lack of awareness of what's really going on. Jack Quaid nails this role. He's funny, relatable, and gives Nathan just enough depth to make him more than just a walking punchline. The movie doesn't just use his condition as a gag, it also explores what it means to him emotionally. Like, sure, he can take a beating, but what about the fact that he's never experienced pain? Not even the kind that tells you when something's wrong. It adds just enough weight to keep the story grounded. Then there's the coworker, the love interest, who gets taken hostage. And while this could have just been a simple damsel in distress situation, she actually gets some great moments of her own. She's tough, smart, and plays off Quaid really well. But I mean, there's a twist with her. I'll just say that. Now imagine you get wrapped up in this fight and it just keeps going and going and going and going and going. And just when you think it's gonna wrap up, it doesn't. That's probably my only real complaint. The action is great, don't get me wrong, but some fight sequences do drag a little. The second act slows down and the movie kind of leans at the joke a little too much. But when it works, it really works. It's wild, it's fun, it's different, and it knows exactly what it is. Absolutely worth checking out to have fun at the movie theater, guys. 4 stars for me.